So whenever you pick up a remote, you have a couple of options if you want to adjust the volume, right? You can clearly turn the volume up, you can turn the volume down, and there's a mute button.
Mute,
The
yes.
Cowboys did not, by any stretch of our imaginations, hit the mute button. However, they did turn my volume down. They turned my volume down a little bit, but they did not, by any stretch of the imagination, hit the mute button.
Okay.
First and foremost, we have to establish what were the critics critical of.
Go.
I am one of the critics. Do we have the sound of where I was critical just last week? Do we have
remind yourself of your hate?
No, I want to remind the world
Remind yourself.
of what we were critical of.
Let's hear it.
Dak Prescott feasts on lesser opponents.
Rare.
But when it's time to play an opponent that is mediocre to above mediocre, Dak Prescott does not feast so much. I was critical of Dak Prescott feasting on lesser opponents. What did the Cowboys do yesterday? They feast on a lesser opponent. Let me stop down and do this much. Cowboys played the most dominant football game I have seen against a competent opponent yesterday. I'm not talking about the Jets. Sorry. I'm not talking about the Texans. I'm not talking about the Jags.
Okay.
The Cowboys played the most dominant game of football I have seen all season long from any team against a competent opponent. So I will establish that, Cowboys fans. But now we have to establish this much. The Cowboys did what they always do.
Oh, what's
pick
that?
on the little man, Sal.
Oh,
They
really?
pick on the little man. Here's what I've said. I will never in my life, you'll never see me do one thing. I promise. You'll see me do a lot of things, but you'll never see me do this. Applaud a fish for swimming. Never will I applaud a fish for swimming.
Okay.
And I will not applaud the Dallas Cowboys for beating the Washington football team. Okay, I'm just not going to do it.
Okay.
Like, I will applaud a fish for doing a lot of things. Get out the water, do a couple flips. I'll applaud you for that. But I'm not going to applaud a fish for swimming, and I'm not going to applaud Dak and the Cowboys for beating NFC East teams. Dak is 24-6 versus the NFC East.
Oh, now
but
you
beyond
wanna,
that,
now you want to say it. Now you want to give respect.
I'm not going to talk about the East because I'm not going to disrespect my Eagles.
You don't talk about it, you just talk about it.
I'm not going to disrespect my Eagles.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, he beats teams that don't have a 500 or above record.
Okay.
But Dak Prescott is 28-25 versus teams that are 500 or above. So I was critical of the Cowboys not being able to beat a good team. Washington is not a good team. Dominant performance, Cowboys fans. It just really means absolutely nothing as it pertains to the bigger picture, which are the playoffs. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get the remote from you?
Whatever you like.
No, hand me the remote. Thank you. Stop. Rewind. Erase. I don't want to hear none of that. The critics, and I'm just the man sitting next to the man that's a critic of the Dallas Cowboys, need to be silent right now. If there's any time to pop off during the season, it certainly is not now. You know the time to pop off was? When they were in a slump, I guess, or at least Dak Prescott was, you know? The time to pop off is when they were going out there and struggling. Win game, lose game, win game, lose game. We did 3 blocks on them per show. I get it on the daily. They coming for you, dog. I ain't that big. I ain't that big. You know me, I'm running. I'm number 95 yesterday. We'll talk about the Washington football team later. But you know what, Acho? I know you, because I know you're a little brother. I know you're big brother. That's why I know you're a little brother, right? And to me, just because of age, not because of any other stat or any other attribute, you my little brother too. And you know what I notice about little brothers when you're sitting there and you want to change the channel? They gonna get the remote. And I knew you were gonna come up here with something. And we went to the remote control. Well, let's stay with the remote control and let's switch and flip the channel.
Please do.
Let's look at this Washington football team that you say is suspect or not that great or whatever it may be. How were they when they were beating the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Healthy.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Okay, I just want to start at the top because if we can't give Washington any credit or the Dallas Cowboys for beating the Washington team any credit, let's just talk about who Washington's beat. Oh, they beat Tampa Bay. Okay. Well, who else is at the top? Green Bay. Did I just watch Green Bay barely win a game against a team without a quarterback in Baker Mayfield? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Did I see that same team lose to a team, the New Orleans Saints, hovering around 500? We don't know if they're going to be a playoff team. Okay, so wait a minute. In this topsy-turvy world, we got to respect what the Cowboys did most last night. They turned all that potential energy into kinetic energy. You got to put some respect on this team. Cowboys have won 4 straight. Acho, you always come up here and try to educate our viewers about the film cycle. Those are the last 4 games.
Yes, sir.
You know what the film cycle looks like for the Cowboys right now? Win, 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 win. And it goes like this. to the point where you're like, yo, that team is dominant. Look at all the firepower they possess. Cowboys on defense, because we up here right now leaning into Dak Prescott, how well he played, how many points they put up. Let's talk about the fact that if you look at this team, beside the 56 points they scored, they only gave up 14 points. Oh, Cowboys have held their opponents to 20 or fewer points in 4 straight games. That same film cycle. There are critics out there that are still talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know where they are living, and I don't know what they are watching. But, hey, remote is back to you.
Thank you, sir.
Please push pause.
Sir, we got to establish this much, man.
What?
Were you watching? See, I love football so much that I watch the commercials just because I don't even want to miss the start of a series. I'm going to watch water going into commercial because I don't want to miss a replay.
Yeah.
If you all were watching the game thoroughly, not casually watching it, eating no tortilla. No, if you were watching it thoroughly, then you watched the Sunday intros. The first drive of every Sunday night, they talk about where the player went to college, right? Marcellus, Wiley, Columbia, Acho, University of Texas. If you were watching, something very peculiar happened when Washington was doing their intros because they came up on a guy, Milo Eifert, and he didn't say where he went to school. It was just a still shot.
A lot of cats do that.
Now, why did it happen that it was just a still shot? Because he just got promoted from practice squad so quickly that he didn't even have the time cell to sit down and record where he went to school.
You call
NBC
what I had to do? You call NBC out like that?
I had to Google Milo Eifert. I was like, let me look up Big Dog. Let me look at his resume. Let me figure out who was Dak Prescott whooping up on, because Dak Prescott whooped them boys.
Did he?
Who was he whooping up on?
Got to do it.
Google Milo Eifert. Nothing came up. I must have spelled it wrong. Oh, it's a he goes short, right? His name is like Camilo Eifert. Nothing came up. What the heck? Maybe I'm tripping. Camilo Eifert, Washington football team. I finally saw an individual's name and statistics. Dak Prescott was playing against a guy who didn't even live in Washington long enough to record Milo Eifert. University of Illinois. That's all the time he needed. But he had just got there so suddenly. And that's who Dak Prescott is whooping up on still that you want to come up here. Cowboys fans, y'all want to come up here and gloat about? Again, I'm a realist. I'm not an optimist. I'm not a pessimist. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys play the most dominant brand of football I have seen. But again, who did they do it against and why does it matter? Let me say this, then I'm going to pass this right back to you.
Okay, I got to do it.
If y'all sitting at home, y'all know this much. It's very easy to make a mess in your household. Incredibly easy to make a mess. If I wanted to, I could knock all these papers off this desk in about 5 seconds. It would take closer to 5 minutes to put them back up on the desk because it's easier to destruct something than it is to put it back together. My confidence in the Cowboys was destroyed very quickly. It's not going to come back together in one solid performance. Yesterday beating Washington ain't going to bring my confidence all the way back together. So, if Anne Marie, your wife, is faithful for one night, you're not going to applaud her.
Damn, you went there.
I had to.
Did it take this much to get a take across?
Yes, it does. Give me the remote, damn it. The last day for a while. I gotta get all my shots out.
Good Lord.
If your wife was faithful for a night, you're not going to applaud her. It's not going to make up for one night of infidelity, not one night of faithfulness. In the same breath, one night of good play by Dak Prescott is not going to make up for 3 consecutive weeks of infidelity against good play. I'm not going to do it all that.
Damn, you just done stepped in a mess that you said that takes no time to make in the house. You just done stepped in. I hope you got some shoes on because a lot of glass.
Bullets,
a lot of glass on the floor. I get it, though. It takes forever to get in shape, no time to get out of it. I get it. It takes you forever to gain confidence about the Cowboys and no time to lose it. I understand you, Acho. Problem is you're a skeptic, so I don't think you ever were going to gain confidence in the Dallas Cowboys. And you keep talking about one night. They have won 4 straight, bruh. One night? Stop doing this, Acho. Let's do this. Since Acho doesn't want to give credit to the Dallas Cowboys, certainly doesn't want to give credit to the team they just beat last night, and now he wants to look around and let's look at the NFC at large and let's say, is he going to take away credit from everyone? Because if it's good for the goose, it should be good for the gander, right? Cowboys improved to 9-1 versus NFC teams. You keep talking about NFC East. They don't play that many NFC East games. So they have the best record in the entire conference against teams in their conference. That includes Tampa Bay. That includes Green Bay. And why I keep bringing those names up?
I have no idea.
When we go to the big board, every time I see the power rankings, Green Bay is at the top for you. And now Tampa Bay used to be at the top for you, but we know that they hold the crown. So even if Acho is down on them, they're still the Super Bowl champs. So I will use those two for reference. Let's do this. Acho, let's play a game. All right. It's multiple choice. You tell me. Packers, Bucks, Cowboys. Which team has more takeaways? Which is the most important
Cowboys,
stat?
of course.
Which team has the most takeaways? Take your time, man. We on TV. Breathe.
I know it's the Cowboys.
Oh, you know it's the Cowboys?
Don't say which is the most important stat. You're now leading me to other information.
What is Coach?
I'm
sorry. I just regurgitated what every coach told me since Pop Warner.
The Cowboys have the most takeaways, sir.
Okay, since that ain't the most important stat, ding, 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 ding. Who has the highest scoring offense? Who puts the most points up?
Cowboys collective.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Okay. Highest point differential. Vegas loves this stat. Cowboys, Packers, or Bucks?
Cowboys.
Ding, ding, ding. This is so fun. Oh, my God. Okay, let's do this. How about third down defense? Money down. Ooh, Cowboys, Packers, Bucks. Oh, you tired already? You already done quit. You know why? You don't want to give them love beating up on the NFC East teams. I'm with you there. But then we look at the top. And the Cowboys not only match up evenly with these teams, but in most categories are better than the best teams. Number one scoring offense in the entire NFL, Dallas Cowboys. Takes the ball away more so than any other team in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys. Bruh, they done changed. They done turned all that potential, all that firepower, and finally somebody lit the fuse, and it detonated last night to the tune of 56-14.
So I got a question for you. I got a question for y'all, not just Marcellus, Wiley. Y'all are equally as intelligent. Y'all just don't have the degrees. So would you applaud Shaquille O'Neal if he dunked on Steph Curry?
What age?
I wouldn't.
What age?
Any age.
Oh.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to applaud Shaq if he dunked on Steph Curry. I'm not going to applaud Deontay Wilder if he knocked out Floyd Mayweather. And I will not applaud the Dallas Cowboys for beating the Washington football team.
That's what you don't want to do.
You did what you were supposed to do.
That was what you're supposed to do, 56-14?
You're supposed to win. Now, they did it handily. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
What about the other three games?
Remember when Mayweather fought Logan Paul? We were not going to praise Floyd if he won. You're supposed to win. Floyd, we are going to clown you if you lose. If we're being real, let's be real. Cowboys had everything to lose and nothing to gain from that game yesterday.
No, they didn't have anything to lose. They won the division before they even kick off.
But if you
they had nothing to lose.
If you lose to Washington, I can come up here, other guys can come up here with merit.
What noise?
And continue to ask questions about this offense.
It would have been merit, but you won't give them their credit now, so we can't take your debit. If you're going to take away, you got to give it back. And if you're not going to give it back, then I don't want it at all.
So remember when you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, when we were kids,
7,
before
5.
the world got super sensitive and before things got very tense, growing up when you were like 2, because remember, girls mature faster than boys, second grade, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
They would always be like, no, don't fight a girl. Mom will tell you that, pops will tell you that, friends.
You really are shooting your ammo, damn it.
Everyone, I'm shooting.
Cowboys keep whipping up on
And the
teams.
reason they would say that is because, if a girl gives you these hands when you're second or third grade, you getting clowned. But if somehow you give them a takedown, whatever the case may be, you gain nothing. You're supposed to win that matchup in the second grade.
Okay.
That's what the advice that we would give out second, third grade. It's just when you little kids, no, don't fight her. It's okay. She took your toy. It's fine. Same thing I'm telling these Dallas Cowboys, Sal. You're supposed to beat Washington. You want to come up here and gloat because the Cowboys won. Are you still gloating when MJ walks? He's 5. I should hope that he can take steps by
He's
now,
6, Uncle. Thank you. You know where I live? No, you don't. You know why? Because I've been checking every day since Christmas where the gifts at. MJ Talk, and Anna Marie and her infidelities. All this, it come at a cost. When you gonna show up, or at least Amazon, or at least an email, a gift card, something from Uncle Acho. But it's okay. MJ doesn't forget. Neither does Pops. Let's talk about this right now. I got 2 things to respond to you. The Cowboys' record is what? 11-4. That's not a part of the game show. You killed the game show. We ain't get renewed for our second season because you didn't want to participate. 11-4. That record is the second best in the conference. That record is right behind Green Bay. They clinched second in the NFL in terms of their wins and their playoff accomplishment. You're trying to make this all about the Washington win. Bro, the Cowboys were made men before they even stepped on the field against Washington. That's why I was laughing in post-game interview. They were talking to Dak. He's like, I just want to come out here and, win a division for our guys and go out there for the city of Dallas. I was like, Dak, you didn't even have to play today. Y'all won the division. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that they already had some logs in the fire that you just won't respect that are hot.
I got something for you. So I have.
You got another take? I didn't even get to my second take of my take.
We got a 2-hour show, and I got a stat that's going to blow your mind and go undermine all 11 of those wins. I ain't going to give it to you right now.
Oh, really?
We coming back.
Oh, you one of those dudes.
15 minutes.
Oh,
just wait. I got something for you.
You trying to tell me that the fear of death is worse than death itself? I watched that. I seen that before. You trying to do Die Hard on me. It ain't gonna work, big dog. Here's my last take. Oh, Marcellus, be careful.
Now he's fighting himself.
Be careful.
See, now he's fighting himself.
No, I'm trying to finish what I started. This is a great take, too. Now I got to give credit to who deserves the credit if it works. Tell me this. You ever grab a jar or something? You're pretty weak with your hands. At least your hips are tight. I don't know what's up with your body. Here's the thing. You ever grab a jar and try to open it? Can't do it. I know I can't. Look at this pinky. It's a problem. You pass it to the homie. Hey, man. And then he do this at the bottom. Man, this thing hard. Somebody else, you grab it too. He do this, and then what he do? He grab a towel. And it still don't go. Then you pass to the next homie, and then he just go. You know what happened with the Dallas Cowboys this year? There were times when it was like, hey, dog, get this. Oh, man, the offense sputtering. No, get this. Oh, Dak, man, he's just coming off injury. All right, homie, get this. All right, Kellen Moore, change it up a little bit. Everybody get healthy. Finally, Washington football team show up. They know that they're the division champs. They already clinched in the playoffs, second seed. 56 points, bruh. It's open now. It's out. Everybody gonna see it, bruh. Give Heller credit for that one. I love that take.